We've seen the spectrum auctions conclude. 65,000 crore rupees, what I understand, has been committed in the auctions. Are you disappointed? Is it in line with expectations? If I could get your reaction.
There's no question of, disappointment or satisfied, but let's look at the whole picture. According to TRAI's recommendation, the expectation was that about 5 lakh crore of revenue will be generated through the spectrum auctions. What has received bid in the latest round of auction is for a reserve price of about 1.2 lakh crores or 1.25 lakh crores. Against that, the bid is about 65,789 crores, of which about 32,000 crores come in as an upfront revenue, which will come in, I think, once it is confirmed by the government, it will come in within the next 10 to 15 days. But we have to wait for the interministerial group to consider the bids and government to take a decision on confirmation of the bids. Now, look at so therefore, about 4 lakh crore of spectrum is still available with the government. We'll have to now examine what was the reason, particularly in the 700 and 900 band. We have to examine what was the reason for no bids and what steps need to be taken to ensure that we get bids in the next round as and when they happen. Now, I would like to highlight on 3 positives out of this whole auction process. There were 17 rounds over 5 days. The entire process was highly transparent. The electronic system has worked very well. Number 2, this is the largest quantum of spectrum which has received bids in the last 4 auctions. I think after 2010, this is the largest quantum of auction which has been sold in an auction. Third, and the most important, is that the spectrum which has now been auctioned and for which we got bids, that will help the operators, the service providers, to provide much better quality service. No more they can complain about lack of spectrum. It should enable them to provide better quality of service. I think that's a huge positive.
So coming to the negatives though, since we in the press love doing that, you said we have to examine the reasons why you didn't see the spectrum in 700 and 900 being lapped up. So isn't the reason very obvious? It's very expensive and that's what the industry has been saying. Will you now have to reconsider, go back to the drawing board and bring down the reserve price?
No, I don't think the reasons would be so simple and so straightforward. We will examine whether that was a reason but I think we have to make a more nuanced analysis of the whole situation and then take a decision.
So if you're saying 32,000 crore rupees is what the government could make in this fiscal after the interministerial group, can you just explain to us what was budgeted for in this fiscal?
You see, we had budgeted about, in spectrum auction, about 96,000 crores we get out of spectrum auction, of which about 20 to 22,000 crores is the license fee which comes every year. In the auction, we have got about 32,000 crores. Another 20,000 crores or so we should get out of the payment of installments of auctions which were done earlier. So roughly that leaves a gap of about 20-25,000 crores, which we expect to realize from the arrear collection which has to be done.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.